Save money, live better. The motto many Americans are drawn to. The world's largest retailer attracts shoppers from all walks of life.
But it's not just customers who keep visiting Walmarts in our area. It's also local law enforcement. Our Morgan Boydston investigated and found the store has gained notoriety for its reliance on taxpayer-funded officers. Morgan.
Mark and Kim, the data I dug into shows local law enforcement officers are responding to Walmarts in the area every other day, every day, sometimes multiple times a day.
Copy. 395 en route to that location.
The Treasure Valley touts low crime rates all around.
911 is the location of your emergency.
But across the area, one major box store,
Walmart.
What's going on at Walmart, sir?
has earned the reputation as a hotbed for crime, giving local law enforcement a lot of business.
Save money, live better. Walmart.
Police say retail giant Walmart is a magnet for all sorts of delinquency on a daily basis.
Any box store like that, you're going to get a lot of shoplifting type calls.
But there are more serious calls too, involving burglaries, domestic batteries, drugs, and fights.
We have a juvenile female injured in the Chevron parking lot across the street.
Like the June 2016 gang argument in a Nampa Walmart parking lot.
All of a sudden I hear this pop, pop.
That ended in a bullet piercing a little girl's arm.
We need to feel safe. And with things like that, we're not safe. We don't feel safe.
In Nampa, both Walmarts landed in the top 5 locations for 911 calls in 2017. More than 900 calls total came from the city's 2 Walmart supercenters. 8 miles west in Caldwell, there were 467 calls to the Walmart Supercenter, boosting the area around the store to number 1 for 911 calls. The issue also going on in Ada County. I investigated and found pages and pages of Ada County dispatch call logs listing Walmart as the address. In Boise, Walmart was the top business for calls for service in 2017. Walmart on Overland Road had more than 500 calls to dispatch. And in Garden City, the same trend at the State Street Walmart, ranking the number of calls to dispatch to just below a major intersection known for car accidents. Meridian, the core of the valley, has 3 of these major box stores. And their police chief says the repeated visits to Walmart do add up, considering their relatively small police force of fewer than 100 officers.
Is that frustrating as a department?
You know, I don't want to, again, blame Walmart, because if it's not Walmart, it's somebody else. And we have to go where the calls are, and we have to service those. Sometimes, yeah, we might get caught up and be frustrated, but if it's not that box store, it's someone else that's going to be taking up our time.
Time that amounted to more than 240 calls to the Walmart on Overland last year, and nearly 300 to the store on Fairview. Some crimes are store-related, some reports just use Walmart as a point of reference, and some are happening in the parking lot, a Walmart spokesman points out.
And those are just the cases where we become the backdrop and the victim, so to speak, of an incident in the parking lot.
But compared to other stores in Meridian, that's a lot of calls, and it's demanding on law enforcement resources. I checked dispatch records for other popular chain stores in that city. Fred Meyer's in Meridian had about half as many calls as the Walmart on Fairview. Winco had about 1/3 the amount, and the Target bordering Meridian had nearly 1/5 the amount.
I think it's the business model that they have.
Meridian city leaders,
okay, so a year's worth,
say the corporation's late hours and positions on busy streets are what are generating the calls, along with its theft protection.
That's exactly why the numbers are high.
A spokesperson for Walmart,
By sheer numbers, you're having more opportunity there.
tells me the high volume of calls shows their asset protection teams and in-store and parking lot cameras are doing what they're supposed to.
Yeah, there are some police calls because our people and our technology are doing their jobs, which is to get these people who are committing these crimes out of the store to give our customers and our associates a better experience.
Meridian's police chief agrees.
The one thing Walmart has going for them is that they have proactive loss prevention people. And so really it equates to, if you're going to do a crime, don't do it at Walmart, because chances are you're going to get caught. But it does generate a lot of business for us.
Meridian City Councilman Luke Kavanagh said he doesn't feel the retail giant is a burden, but the increased calls pose challenges that come with growth.
I think where I as a council member would get concerned is if there are so many calls for service that they feel that they're not able to meet the needs of everywhere else in our community.
What could change?
You know, I don't know if anything could change. I think it's a type of business that is there that's just going to attract this. We talked about having a police officer in the stores at all times. That's not cost effective. Could that help something? Yeah, that it might help something.
Walmart supercenters in the Treasure Valley are not open 24 hours a day. I'm told that's helped with really late night, early morning crime. Now, I asked Boise Police and Garden City Police their take on officers constantly responding to the stores. Both agencies say they've worked with the store over the years to help reduce crime, and their efforts have been successful in the past. BPD tells me right now they're working with their crime prevention unit, other local law enforcement agencies, and store managers to reduce crime and calls for service again. Mark and Kim.
Those prevention supervisors that roam the halls and the aisles at Walmart are in all stores, so criminals beware.
Yeah. All right, Morgan, thank you.